Right, break me neck. Ooh. Right. Over on the bench, turn the camera around. Oh. Right, I've got this piece of mild steel, strap steel. Excuse me, I went up for a little job. I'm in the workshop today and it's drizzling out there, so see if I can do a few odd things and have a little waffle. So what am I up to? Well, I've got a Citroen Berlingo multi-space vehicle. Had it 3 years now, I think. It's been an absolute wonder. Turn the key, it goes every time. Absolutely love it. If you've got one, the Achilles heel is electrics. Don't touch the electrics. The copper count on Citroen is very low, so best to be avoided. But other than that, I love it. I love it. So anyway, went to re-tax the thing the other day and went down the post office and found out I hadn't got an MOT. It'd run out. Been running around without an MOT. Oh, naughty, naughty. I didn't know. You don't get reminders or anything. So quick panic. I organised an MOT. Anyway, it sailed through the MOT, but it had a couple of advisories. One of the tyres was, you know, getting suspect, so I've replaced that. And the second thing was the rear silencer box. The strap had corroded, and that's what I'm doing here with this piece of steel to make up another strap. If you've got a Berlingo, it's worth looking at that. It's a very, very common problem that the rear box has got a strap round it that goes from the hanger, the rubber hanger, round the oval box and back up to the other hanger, and it's part of the silencer in most cases. But the silencer doesn't go, the strap rots first. Strange that. So you don't want to buy a new silencer box unless you have to. I mean, they're about 60, 70 quid, just for the sake of 5 minutes getting under there and making up a strap. Temporarily, just temporarily, because what happens if the silencer does drop, it drops with the weight of the silencer, and it causes a lot more damage, and then you're into expense. So just as a safeguard, I made that up. It's just a piece, just done very, very quickly, just bent up in the vise. I put a hook one end, and that hooks over the bar that holds the tow bar, and then this piece, the tailpipe, just from the back of the box, sits in there, which I've bent round, fitted it in the vise. So if the box and pipe do drop away, it can't go anywhere. Well, that was okay as a temporary thing, but you know, it's not the correct way to do the job. The correct way to do the job is to use some of this to go from hanger round the box to the hanger. Job done. Proper job. Talking of proper job, #1 fan turned up the other day, brought me a beer look. I think he bought it for the label, proper job. That's a Bristol West Country saying, wow, that'd be a proper job, you know? Meaning it's okay. It's a sort of actor's mama set accent. Anyway, nice of them, wasn't it? Yeah, lovely. Anyway, I'm waiting for a parcel to turn up. I've ordered some audio leads. I've had some troubles with audio of late. Horrible things. Anyway, made in China, of course. Anyway, I won't get on my hobby horse. I had, it's Christmas, and I'm getting Christmas cards, and in amongst my Christmas cards there's a note, and it said, you couldn't deliver your parcel, or something like that. And when I looked, it was for next door. It wasn't my address at all. Got muddled up with my postcard, you know, Christmas cards. So I thought I'll walk round and I'll put it through their door. And I knew they were out working, so I walked round, just round the block. And there, by their front door, was a parcel propped up against the door. Gate was open, it was only 12 feet from the road. Anyone could have picked that parcel up and walked off with it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to take it in, it wasn't my responsibility. But there was some cardboard and stuff by the side there, so I just propped that up in front to cut, just so it wasn't quite so blatantly obvious that there was a parcel there. If someone had nicked it, I mean, I don't know what was in it, but if someone had nicked it, he'd have been a bit upset, wouldn't he? He'd have moaned at the person he bought it from. So, at this Christmas time, more and more of us are buying things online. More and more of us are using couriers and various things to deliver parcels. So, you know, what's your rights in this regard? Well, Consumers' Rights Act 2015 states that the responsibility or the contract is between you and the retailer that's selling you the goods. And until you receive the goods, it's the responsibility of the retailer. They can't pop you off on, you know, it's the post office or this, that or the other, if it's damaged, broken or what have you. Now there's one exception to this. If you've ticked a box and you have authorised a third party, whoever that might be, if you've authorised them that they can leave it with a neighbour, they can put it in the porch around the back if you're out, etc, etc, then the onus is on you. You have taken responsibility for the delivery of that parcel. But if you've done no such thing, until you have received the goods that you've ordered, which was the contract you made with the retailer, the responsibility and first port of call is that retailer. Okay? So that's a thing to bear in mind. In the States you have mailboxes and you often have a thing that says you've got mail, you know. That's quite a good idea, and I thought, well, why couldn't we use something like that in this country, only a bigger box. If you're out at work all day, you know, and your neighbour's not looking out for a parcel for you or so forth, you could authorise them to leave it in that designated box with your number or a registered name or whatever on it only. Then it could be a double lock system, so that the postman or whoever puts it in the box. And he's fulfilled his part of the contract. When he pushes the lid down and it goes click. Now it's locked. Now the safety of that parcel is your jurisdiction, isn't it? Anyway, it's just a thought. There's an idea that can be worked on there for you entrepreneurs. Anyway, I'm going to open my bowl. No, I'll keep that for later. Okay, tip on the Berlingo. You should like that one.